Mic check, mic check. Are we live? Are we live? Man, my voice sounds terrible today. Are we live? Yes, we are live. Yo. What's going on, people? How y'all doing, man? If my voice is cracking and shit, I apologize. I apologize. Your boy's been dying, man. I've been sick for the past 4 or 5 days. That's why you haven't seen me on YouTube in a couple of days. I apologize for that. I just been really sick out here, man. Here's an echo. Wait, hold on. There we go. Yeah, I just been really sick. But today I feel much better. Even the last 2 days I didn't even go to work. I've been in bed all day. I wanted to put up a video or something, but I just felt terrible. Yeah, I just felt terrible. So I apologize. Hey, shout out to all my notification gang. Shout out to all y'all. Shout out to my sponsors too, yo. I got you guys some little emotes there, so you know, so you guys can stand out a little bit. Gave you guys some press start emotes, so shout out to y'all too. Shout out to everybody tuning in live. The volume is super low. Hold up. Please tell me if my volume levels are low. It's always appreciated, so I could turn them up for you. Give me a second. Let's see if I can fix it here. Mic check, mic check, mic check. Is it better? Mic check, mic check. 1 2 1 2. I look terrible. Yeah, I was looking a lot worse. I was looking a lot worse the past couple of days. I actually feel a little bit better today. Still. Yeah, how's the audio though? I'm gonna try and talk a little bit louder. How's the audio? How's the audio sounding? All right, that's perfect. That's perfect. It's fine now. All right, thanks. So I got a couple of topics that I want to talk about since I'm here today. We got some things to cover. We got Inside Xbox to talk about. I want to talk about Spider-Man because the salt has been absolutely unreal on Twitter. And I want to talk about God of War and maybe a couple of other things. Damn, Kofi, my voice, I sound like shit. I know, I sound terrible. So let's start it off with Spider-Man. Bringing the only, what's up, man? Yeah, shout out to everybody who's been posting me and their top 10 favorite YouTubers on Twitter. I think a little trend is going on that people are, you know, tagging all their favorite YouTubers, their top 10. Shout out to everybody who's been tagging me. I really do appreciate it. I'm out here for y'all, man. So let's start off with Spider-Man. Let's talk about Spider-Man a little bit, man. Spider-Man, the salt on Twitter has been absolutely unreal. Like, it's crazy the amount of salt on Twitter it is for Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Xbox fans have been going absolutely hard to discredit this game so freaking bad. So freaking bad. And it's just looking really sad and pathetic. Like, honestly, if this game was an Xbox exclusive, we wouldn't hear none of these bad things. All of a sudden, people hate Spider-Man. You know, they don't really like him. They're coming up with a whole bunch of shit saying that the game's gonna have QTs everywhere. They just been trying to shit on this game like crazy. You could tell it's just straight tears. You can really tell it's just straight tears that they actually really want the game. And the salt is so weird. We got Xbox fans asking for Xbox to get a Captain America exclusive game. Like, the salt is so unreal. It's actually pretty funny to see it go down. Like, it's crazy. And the game is looking absolutely fantastic. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with Game Informer. A lot of GIFs, a lot of gameplay clips have been going on Twitter. And the game is looking absolutely fantastic. This easily is going to be the best Spider-Man game, I think so, hands down. I'm super impressed by how Insomniac did the web swinging in this game. The web swinging looks absolutely fantastic, super fluid. It's just so seamless from wall running to just the swinging across the city. It looks really good, guys. It looks really good. I don't know how anyone could hate about, because these guys are not gamers. The people who be on Twitter talking all this trash and just shitting on the game because it's not on their preferred platform. I don't see them as gamers personally. I really do not. Because if you've been following me for a long time, like, I just I chase games more than I chase platforms. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care what platform. I just care about the quality of game, you know? And Spider-Man undeniably just looks fantastic. Like, I don't know how anyone could say the game looks bad or just hating on the game. Like, look, if you really want the game that bad, all you got to do is cough over the $300, whatever it costs to buy a PlayStation 7, and play the game. It's that simple. I don't know. I never understood how people limit themselves because they just like a certain console more than the other. Like, I never understood that. Especially if you got the money. If you don't got the money, that's a different story. You know, and then be salty all you want. Because you broke, you can't get it, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do. But the people who could afford multiple consoles and just limit themselves, honestly, I just never understood it. I never understood it. But Spider-Man is looking absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to pick up the game. I'm definitely getting the game day -3 or something because I'm definitely going to get it early. And I can't wait to share my thoughts of it with you guys. The game is looking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to all the hate that people have been trying to throw at Spider-Man. I don't understand it. I limited myself to PlayStation and I'm having a blast gaming. See, I don't blame you. Right now, PlayStation is killing it. They have all the multi-platforms. They have all the best-looking exclusives, so I don't blame you. But what I mean by saying people who limit themselves is people who like really want games on other platforms. They could afford to get games on other platforms, but they choose really not to because they have some sort of brand loyalty. See, that's what I'm really talking about. You know what I'm saying? But if you're completely content with one platform, do you, and that's all good. You know what I'm saying? Kofi, can you invite some people to talk with you on this topic? I'm gonna need people in the Discord then. I'm gonna need people in the Discord. Cause I don't use Google Hangouts anymore, so I'm gonna need people in the Discord. But yeah, people need to get over it. Spider-Man's exclusive to PS4. Insomniac came out and said that the game will never come on other platforms. So you guys just gotta deal with it, you know. Spider-Man's gonna be exclusive to PS4. Hopefully, when Insomniac is done making Spider-Man, in my personal opinion, after that, I would like to see them make Sunset Overdrive 2. Who in here plays Sunset Overdrive 2? I honestly feel like that game is underappreciated. It's actually a very, very good game and can be expanded upon. Like, it could be so much better too. Did anyone here play Sunset Overdrive? Because I know a lot of people missed out on that game. A lot of people didn't buy Xbox to play that game. I'm just curious. Did anyone in here play Sunset Overdrive 2? Trickstar, people buy 900 phones every 2 years, but can't find the cash for a $250 console. I know that's crazy, right? Alright, yo, we'll get meds in here. Why not, yo? Let's get meds in here. I need to pop in my headphones, get some people to drop in and drop out. So NXVX says he did it and it was excellent. I agree. Sunset Overdrive is easily one of the best games on Xbox. Definitely definitely one of the best games on Xbox. And honestly, if you have the opportunity to play the game, I highly recommend you playing the game. The game is kind of like fetch quests ish, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of fetch quests, but it's extremely fun. Let's keep it 100. A lot of games that we play are like super repetitive, but it's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It all comes down to what you're doing and is it fun? You know, Sunset Overdrive is super fun, tons of customization, tons of cool weapons, and it's just really, really fluid. Like from doing wall run-ins to grinding wires to rails to like surfing. Like, it's crazy. I actually really love the game. Some people don't like it though. I heard some people say they don't like it, but I actually really, really loved it though. Let's get meds in here and talk to some of the Discord fam real quick. Let's get meds in here. Get him to put his opinion on Spider-Man a little bit and what he thinks of it. Okay, where's my Discord, man? Sorry, give me a second, guys. Negroes spend $10 a month on Pornhub Premium. but can't cop Sunset Overdrive on Xbox. That's crazy. Yo, Pornhub Premium is freaking lit. Yo, I can't even lie, dog. Yo, Meds, go into a multiplayer. Go into multiplayer 1 or something. I'll drag you into private chat. All right. Go into multiplayer 1. I'll drag you into the private chat. No niggas buying porn. Yo, Meds, what's up? Let's see. We can get you through.
So I can plug in these headphones.
Yeah, get your headphones all sorted out and stuff.
All right, I'm in.
Alright, yeah. So we out here. This is my boy Meds. You know, you guys might have heard him on Press Start Podcast. Maybe you forgot. He's one of the people I hang around. So yo, Meds, thoughts on Spider-Man, man, and the salt that's going on with it. What do you think about Spider-Man, man?
Okay, even before I address that, first of all, as I played Sunset Overdrive on Xbox One, I was thinking to myself, this movement is ridiculous. How crazy would it be if Insomniac made the next Spider-Man game? So you know, when that was announced, I lost my mind.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Spider-Man salt, like you said, these Xbox, like, I don't, hate anybody who plays on whatever platform. That to me is silly, but, get a PlayStation. I'm about to buy a PlayStation. I don't own a PlayStation right now, but I'm about to get it for God of War. I'm about to get it for Spider-Man. It is what it is. It's not going to come to PC. I'm a PC elitist, but it's not coming, so I'm going to have to cop that PlayStation.
That's what PlayStation got people doing, man. They force people to buy into their ecosystem with these great games, and it works. Microsoft is obviously going a different route because they're trying to be like more of a games for service, coming out with Game Pass, putting out the games on PC. So they're going a different route, which is okay, but they still have to produce quality games, because not everybody's gonna jump into PC gaming. I was just talking with a guy on Twitter the other day, was it today or yesterday, about gaming on PC, and he hates it. Apparently opening Steam Origin is such a big hassle to him. You know what I'm saying? Double clicking Steam or Origin is like a huge, humongous task for this guy. So yeah. He'd rather play on console. He says he got a 1080 Ti. No, he said he got a 1080, but he'd rather play on his Xbox One X because because opening Steam is a hassle and things of such. I'm like, yo, to each his own. Whatever is whatever. So you're gonna always have people who's gonna side with consoles. So no, Microsoft just gotta produce these games, man. They just gotta produce these games right now. And honestly, Xbox fans have to redirect their hate and their saltiness, instead of directing it to Insomniac and people over there at PlayStation. They need to be tweeting Aaron Greenberg. They need to be tweeting Phil Spencer about getting more games and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about the situation.
Agreed.
Yeah. Hey, man. Shout out to One Night in the chat. Shout out to One Night. I'm so jealous of that t-shirt. Oh, man. I actually got this t-shirt for free. Somebody gave it to me. I actually have a couple of them. They gave me a couple of these Fear t-shirts. It's my house shirt. Do you have an account, Kofi, for Reset Era or Pornhub Premium? Because, I mean? Pornhub Premium. You know what? Let me just fall back, because I ain't trying to expose myself. You know what I mean? Yeah. I be the plug. You know what I mean? You don't judge me. You don't judge me. I know some of y'all in here got that Pornhub Premium link on deck. It's crazy. Meds. Let me talk to you real quick.
Yeah.
Bro, when I got a girl, I thought I would never watch a porno in my life again, ever. You know what I mean? I thought, yeah, this is some real shit, bro. Like, maybe it's some young viewers watching us right now. And you're thinking to yourself, shit, man. As soon as I get a girl, man, I'm done with porno, bro. I'm done with it. I ain't watching that. I'm done. I'm gonna be every night. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's a complete lie. Yeah, it's a complete lie. Low key, bro. When you got a girl that, oh man, you probably watch even more porno on the low. But it's, It's crazy, but that's some real talk though. Like, I actually thought that would be done with porno, with I thought I would be done with porno, but low key you gotta, once in a while peep it. You know what I mean? Having a girlfriend don't mean shit. Oh man, this is crazy. Homemade porn is popping, can't lie. Oh man, this is turning left. Alright, let's change the topic back into some gaming stuff. Kofi got hit with the period excuse. But yeah, but I'm just spinning some real facts out here, man. I'm just reading some real facts out here, dog.
You're gonna talk about Inside Xbox?
Yeah, we're gonna cover that just now. I want to talk about this God of War review real quick. I've been steering clear of reviews and impressions because I actually want to go into God of War completely blind. I don't want to know shit because sometimes in these reviews and stuff they put spoilers in them, right? I want to play the game for myself and come to my own conclusion of what I think about it. But I will look at scores. I don't mind looking at scores. Who's calling my phone, man? Unknown. I ain't picking up. All right, so I don't mind looking at scores and stuff like that. So I will be checking out scores. But I did see this one review on Twitter that somebody tagged me in. And it actually had some pretty interesting points that I would like to talk about. All right, so the person, I don't know what website it came from, but the person gave the game 8.5 out of 10, which is actually a good score. We're not going to pretend 8.5 is a bad score. That's actually a good score. But, his points on the game was actually pretty surprising. One of his negatives for God of War says it was very repetitive. The combat was very repetitive. And I'm actually a little bit worried about that because if you're using the axe in God of War for the whole time, I could see the game becoming a little bit repetitive or the combat becoming repetitive. I'm just hoping that there's multiple weapons in the game, but I think it actually is confirmed that there is multiple weapons in the game. So we'll see what happens. But one of his complaints was the combat got really repetitive, which is pretty spooky. I'm trying to find the other points that he said. Just give me a second. Where is it? Where did I post it? All right, there we go. Oh, I can't find it. I can't find it. Hydro says God of War look like trash. Nah, dog. Nah, dog. Shit, I'm trying to find these points that he put. Oh, shit. I told him to tag me. Where is it? I have so much damn Twitter notifications, yo. I apologize. Yo, Meds, what do you think about God of War? Why I look for this, man?
I mean, well, actually, also, I read about that review was, like, not real.
Really?
Yeah, I heard that review, like, dude basically just straight up made it up.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what website it came from?
Honestly, I saw it all over Twitter, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
if you look at the chat right now, they're all saying the same thing.
Oh, they're saying the same thing was a fake review?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if it's a fake review, then who cares?
Yeah,
okay.
Apparently.
Okay. If it's a fake review, then who cares? Throw it in the trash. All right, throw it in the trash if it's a fake review. Thank you for informing me in the thing. It's just crazy what's going on. What's up with people making fake reviews? All the Spider-Man salt, like this is crazy. This is crazy. The developer Twitter, it's fake. Okay, all right. Thanks for the update, guys. Because I seen it on Twitter and someone told me about it and I did not know. Kofi, the type of dude to believe CNN. No, I didn't know. I guess it's a fake review. It's not fake. It's just not counted on Metacritic. And he has an agenda. Okay, I see. So if it's a fake review, let's just toss it in the trash. No point mentioning it if it's a fake review. Okay. I thought I was just pretty interested in his points, but if it's fake, then there's no point in me even talking about it. All right, so let's get into Inside Xbox. Inside Xbox, I didn't watch it. This is the second episode I didn't watch it. But it seems like it wasn't a bad thing that I didn't watch it. Apparently, it was very, very boring. And there was,
Nothing.
yeah, no, there was only some, you know, a few cool announcements about backwards compatibility, which is obviously like a huge selling point at this point for Microsoft. You know, they've been really going hard with this backwards compatibility stuff, right? So what they confirmed for backwards compatibility is they got OG Xbox games like Jade Empire, Star Wars Battlefront, Elder Scrolls 3, Marines Playground of Destruction, and they got some new Xbox enhanced games, including Gears of War 2, Darksiders, Portal 2, and Red Dead Redemption. So that's the big one. I've seen a lot of people posting screenshots of Red Dead Redemption on Twitter in 4K. It absolutely looks fantastic. Absolutely looks great. It's still pretty depressing that this game never seen the light of day on PC. But I guess if you want the best version of Red Dead Redemption is on the Xbox One X. Look, I've been trying to find a reason to purchase an Xbox One X since it released. Like, I'm actually surprised I don't have one yet, because I'm the type of dude, like, when something new drops, I usually buy it. So I was actually surprised that, I'm actually surprised in myself that I haven't even picked one up yet. But I just can't see myself, you know, buying it. Like, because I know as soon as I bring it home, it's going to sit there. It's not the right console for me because I got a gaming PC, a really capable one. I got a PS4 Pro. You know, I got a Switch. I really do not need an Xbox One X right now. And the only, I can only see myself picking up an Xbox One X is to play backwards compatible games. And right now at its current price point, it's not worth it. Right now, the Xbox One X costs $599.99 plus tax here in Canada. After taxes, this shit is, I did the math, this shit is $677. Bro, that's $700. That's $700 to play what? Red Dead Redemption in 4K? Crackdown 1 in 4K? You see, it's not really worth it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting for a massive price drop because I would actually like to return to some of these older games. I would like to return to some of these older games one day. But I don't see me spending, you know, $700 to play, you know, Red Dead Redemption in 4K. You know what I'm saying? But it is pretty damn cool, and I'll admit that's really damn awesome. Microsoft is doing good with the backwards compatible enhanced games. They need to really step up the list though. I don't even think there's even 20 games of enhanced 360 games, so they really need to step it up. Hopefully by the time that I come around and finally get an Xbox One X, the 360 list is great. It's crazy how I want this console to play old games though. Shit is crazy, right? Shit is absolutely crazy. So yo, Med, so you pay attention to Inside Xbox?
Oh, dude, I watched it.
Oh, so what'd you think?
Absolute garbage. I don't mean to just straight up shit on it, but bro, like, it was like they barely talked about games. They had like a 20-minute interview with the guy who voices Sam Fisher in Splinter Cell. It's like, yo, like, this is a complete waste of time. Complete waste of time, bro. Complete waste of time. Nothing interesting happened. Like, legit, that was the best thing that happened, what you just spoke about. Which you didn't even have to watch it to... I don't understand the purpose of the show. I don't understand.
Yeah, like when they announced it, I actually made a video because people be like, yo, Kofi, you're always on some negative shit when it comes to Xbox, that. So when they actually announced this Inside Xbox, I thought it sounded pretty cool. So I made a video all optimistic because people want me to be super optimistic and not be honestly super truthful and just tell it what it is. So I came out super optimistic. I'm like, Inside Xbox, this is really great. You know what I'm saying? This is Microsoft's chance to deliver us some great content through media and I compared it kind of like to the Nintendo Direct, how they do it. But so far, it seems like it's been really, really lackluster. And it seems like all of these announcements that they can do can just be like announcements on Twitter or something like that. It seems like it's not even worthwhile. So, yeah, that's pretty disappointing. Hopefully we get some good episodes. I actually haven't seen one. I seen something about Ghost Recon though. Ghost Recon and Wildlands, and that was looking mad spooky though. What was up with that? You seen that?
Wait, say that again.
Ghost Recon. Something about Ghost Recon Splinter Cell. Yeah.
Man, honestly, I skipped right over that. I'm like, yo, you guys not gonna. You guys
Disrespect, right?
Splinter Cell, like I don't care.
Yeah. It was mad disrespect. So basically, they're putting Splinter Cell. They're having like some Splinter Cell DLC in Ghost Recon Wildlands, and it's looking mad spooky. Yeah. It's looking mad spooky out here, man.
Yeah, they need to announce a new Splinter Cell.
Is that Alex?
That's Alex, yeah.
It's real spooky.
What's up, Alex?
When I show up on your stream.
Oh man.
I get real quiet and I say, hey, Nintendo Labo dropping it.
Oh, yo, bro. Stay woke, people. Stay woke. Nintendo Labo is dropping same day as God of War. Stay woke, man. That's a day one perk. Nah, I'm playing, dog. I'm gonna leave that for Blandrew. Yo, but Loki.
The only thing to buy on 420 day one is a dime bag from. Listen, hold on a second. Wait a second. Wait a minute. I didn't say that out loud. Hold on. Maybe I did. Maybe I did. No.
Nintendo Garbo. You know what I'm saying? Yo, King Ghost. Thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. I appreciate it always, man. Thank you. But yeah, Nintendo Labo drops next week.
I made the joke about buying a Labo day one and then trying to build it while under the influence.
Yo, I won't buy a Labo, but if somebody actually sends me a Labo, I will do a full build-up stream and a full demonstration. If somebody, that would be more. Yo, that stream would be actually funny though. If you really take it in. If I actually did that shit, that would be actually really funny. And I promise you, it would probably be more entertaining that Sea of Thieves than that Sea of Thieves stream that I did. Real talk. Oh, speaking of Sea of Thieves. Before I lose my voice. Speaking of Sea of Thieves. Have you guys noticed? Well, at least on my Twitter timeline, this game has gone completely ghost. Yo. It's, oh my god.
They got an APB out on it right now.
Oh my god, yo. Nobody's streaming it that I know, personally know. All these Xbox guys that I know that were defending Sea of Thieves are streaming like PlayStation games. Nobody's streaming it. Nobody's posted screenshots of it. Nobody's even talking about it. Nobody's talking about it no more. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, because it's an empty game.
You know, nobody's talking about it. And that's the crazy thing. And like when I was dropping like my criticism about the game, they're calling me all types of haters, this, that, Xbox hater, this, that. But these are the same as they even playing the game. They even playing it. This is crazy. So it's just funny. It's just funny. Even Smooth hasn't touched it since his review. Okay, let me low key fire up my. I ain't trying to put Kid Smooth on the spot. Maybe he might expose me. I ain't trying to put him on the spot, but let me fire up my Xbox app real quick, and let's see how much hours the best bot, the defender himself, who gave Sea of Thieves an 8 out of 10. Let's see how much hours he has put in Sea of Thieves.
You've been too busy playing them PS4 exclusives.
Let's see how much hours Kid Smooth has put in. And this is not take no shots at Smooth, you know what I mean? This is all love. But I'm just curious.
I love Smooth.
Let me just see how many hours Kid Smooth has played Sea of Thieves for. Let me fire that up. I'm curious. Xbox app mad slow.
It's always been bad.
Yeah. It doesn't say how many hours on Sea of Thieves. It usually tells you on the Xbox app though. Let me see real quick. I'm just mad curious.
You ready to play as Mary Jane and Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, I seen Solid Rev making noise about that. I'm like, Jesus, Solid Rev.
That's gonna be, I don't know, man. I think that's the last thing I want to play as is Mary Jane, to be honest.
Dog, y'all so extra. Like, what's up with y'all sexist guys, dog? Like,
it's not sexist, no, but like, I'm
nah, cut the bullshit. What's up with y'all mans I don't want to play as a female? Like, that shit weird to me, bro. That shit weird.
If I could play as Spider-Gwen, if I can play as Mary Jane with Spider
I think that's
powers,
the thing.
Okay, so Kid Swoop caught a break. My boy Kid Smooth caught a break. It doesn't tell you. It doesn't tell you hours. That's strange because every other game tells you hours. Gears of War tells you hours. Yeah. For some reason, Sea of Thieves doesn't tell you how many hours. Why not? Why not? But it does. He only has done 6 voyages, so I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's a lot. And he's only cashed in 4 chests.
Oh, nah, looking spooky.
So that's he's only casted. He only cashed in 4 chests, and he's only done 6 voyages. So I don't know. I don't know. That is kind of spooky. That me. So yo, I just want the people to keep that same energy, dog. All the mans I'd be defending the game so hard, calling people this, that, defending on Twitter, but they ain't playing it. That shit crazy to me. That shit crazy to me. Yeah, but yeah, like I don't know. I never really understood that though, man.
What the
people not wanting to play as a female, like that's just weird to me.
There's nothing wrong with that. The problem that I have with it is that it is now removing me from playing as Spider-Man. Like if Mary Jane had powers, which in some of the books she does.
How about part of the story though?
But you know what? Like when you think about it, like I am here to play a Spider-Man game. I'm not here to play as Gwen Stacy.
Yeah, how about if it's part of, like I said, how about if it's part of the plot, the story?
Why does she have to be as a playable character as part of the plot?
Right, it's a Spider-Man game, Spider-Man universe. So if you play as other characters, what's the problem? If there's like a Mary Jane kind of segment or a stealth segment where you gotta escape or they switch perspectives, what's the problem?
It's not that it's a problem. It's that I feel that it's taking away from more that they could have added as Spider-Man as Peter.
Dog, we all know 90% of the game you're gonna be playing as Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like I never actually want to take to the chat. I don't think my subscribers feel that way. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't
do you guys have a problem playing as a female character?
Somebody said, "Is there a shower scene?"
Is there a shower scene?
It's completely optional, so it's like it's fine.
I don't think it's optional. I think it's actually part of the story.
If it's part, that's even better for me, bro. Like if we're playing The Last of Us and we play as Joel and Ellie, I don't mind.
It's different though. But the thing is, you're not playing as an enhanced individual in The Last of Us. You're playing as a regular person, so it makes sense.
Who knows? It maybe could be super dope though. Like who knows? Maybe the section could be dope.
It would be cool, like if it was like Gwen Stacy, like I said, and Gwen Stacy had powers because in the books now she does. It'd be cool if Mary Jane had powers.
Yeah, a lot of people say. I'm pretty sure the people who watch my stuff, because most of the people who watch my stuff are more open-minded gamers. So I'm pretty sure they don't care about.
Don't put that label on me. Saying I'm not open.
Don't you know what I'm saying? They're more open-minded gamers that they like more different kinds of things. But
so
I don't know.
I've seen people try to use like, oh, but Ciri in Witcher 3. Well, the difference is Ciri in The Witcher 3, she is an ethereal, basically god in The Witcher 3, and you're uncovering parts of what she's doing, which leads you down that storyline. But at the same time, you are more powerful than Geralt as Ciri. So you're doing things that are directly correlating to the action and the style of the game, not just.
You know what I'm worried about more? I'm more worried about just like good storytelling. Like as long as the story is good, engaging, the gameplay is engaging, that's all I care about. I could be playing as a child, I could be playing as an infant. I don't care. I really do not. I really do not care. So all I care about is like the story is great. Is the gameplay fun? Is the gameplay fun? Of what I'm doing enjoyable? You know what I mean? Is what I'm doing enjoyable.
So think about like Far Cry 5, right? How it constantly pulls you out of what you're doing that is enjoyable to give you like the bliss bullet segment, right? Where they drug you up and they make you like do the bliss thing, and you talk to the main leader again, and you were having fun and now you're not having fun.
Yeah, that does. I've been noticing. I'll be like, yo, like, is this supposed to happen, bro? Like, are they supposed to? Like, it's been playing.
It happens every level that you do.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
There's Peter Parker segments where you play as just.
That's dope too, man. That's dope.
That's dope. Even then, I don't like that. If I want to play as Spider-Man.
You're gonna play as Spider-Man. It's an open world Spider-Man game, bro.
No, but the thing is, like, even me personally, even playing as Peter Parker, I think is not. Like, I don't think it's conducive to a game. I think it works in a comic book. It works in a cartoon. It works in something else.
Let's see how they. But look, first of all, we gotta see how they implement it. We gotta see how they implement
totally,
these sections.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? We gotta see how these sections are gonna be playing out.
It could be well done, but like off the complete, just looking at it, like, oh, they're gonna do this without much information. I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried, to be honest.
The game. I'm kind of like, really.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I think Spider-Man's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be absolutely fantastic. It looks fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
see. Hopefully it's good.
They give you a lingerie skin, Alex. You'll love it.
A lingerie skin. I don't know about that. Would be a whole different game.
Nah, he rather see Spider-Man in some tights. You know what I mean?
That's what you need, man.
Oh my god, yo, whose Mads is this?
Yours, apparently.
Low-key, it is my Mads. That is my Mads. That is my Mads. Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to trade you to BG or something, bro. I'm gonna have to trade you, bro.
BG gets really like, what's the word I'm looking for? He gets really like, I don't know if it's sensitive.
Angry?
No.
Yo, you and BG be going at it lately on Twitter. Shit is funny as hell, man.
He gets really either sensitive. What's the word where you're like, oh, he gets intimidated by me. I think that's.
Nah. But look, some of his points I do. Look, I ain't going side. I'm going side with BG and some of the things that you do be saying is definitely way left, and it's not practical.
Alex, I gotta show up. I gotta be tough. Alex is around.
Yo,
I gotta do something. I can't just let him run wild. I gotta man up.
gotta check you.
I gotta do something. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is. He just gets intimidated.
Oh boy.
Yo, Kofi, you want to talk about Radical Heights?
Oh yeah, we could definitely talk about Radical Heights. I did not download that bullshit.
I did not download it
I
either.
did not download that bullshit. I've seen a whole bunch of clips, some gameplay, and it looks terrible. It looks absolutely terrible. It's a free-to-play early access game by the people who created LawBreakers. Yes, LawBreakers.
That's the spooky part right there.
Red flag.
Studio. And the game
like
is a battle royale game. I kind of like the art direction a little bit, like the direction, like it's going. It kind of looked like a Sunset Overdrive a little bit. You know what I'm saying? With the kind of flashy, cartoony, super colorful art style. It kind of reminded me of that, but the game just looks absolutely terrible. Chrono Clicker says Radical Heights Day 1. Oh man, crazy.
Came out yesterday, so you better be playing.
Red Hood, thanks for the donation. Kofi, can I talk about Spider-Man game? Sure. I think you might have hit me up on Twitter. I'm trying to get you this Discord link. Hold on.
Cliffy B is out of original ideas, man. That's what it looks like right now.
You know, battle royale type games are like the big thing now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, how do I invite people? Yo, how do I just invite people?
You gotta
Why did they
make a
switch it
link.
up? Why did they switch it up?
I don't know.
No, just make a link.
Edit link. Okay, I
He
see
thought that he could out Overwatch. He's not, and he couldn't.
Well,
do
even
it.
then, like the thing is, LawBreakers should have been free. That game should have been free to
yeah.
play.
I agree.
And the tutorial for LawBreakers is fucking terrible, right? And then, like if you played old Quake games like I did, you took to LawBreakers real easy. It was boom, it was easy. But if you've never played those games and all you've played is like current shooters, you'd be like, what the fuck do I do? This game sucks. And that's a problem. You know, the onboarding process for LawBreakers was terrible. And I think that's a big problem with a lot of games today, period.
Yeah, so Radical Heights looks terrible, and at least I guess you could say it's a free to play. So I imagine they're charging for this shit.
Do you feel bad for Cliffy B?
Not really, man. That guy's pretty arrogant. I guess he needs. I know he created Gear, so we always have to give him his respect for that.
You're forgetting Unreal. He also worked on Unreal.
Yeah. So we have to give him his respect for that. But yeah, hopefully, I thought LawBreakers would have been a humbling experience for this guy. He really just needs to like fall back, take his time, and create something great. That's what he needs to do at this point. You know what I mean?
You got to change his name back to Clifford. You can't call yourself Cliffy B no more.
I mean, he's also very. It's just the arrogance of him is really what.
That's the thing. People root for him to fail because of the way
his
he carries
attitude,
himself.
right? His attitude.
Yeah, I mean the thing is like he's always showing off Lamborghinis and stuff, and And I think also like a lot of where people were like, yo, how much money do people in the industry make? When they see people with all this money running around, and then they're like, well, why do you want me to buy day one DLC and you keep saying you're poor, but you got guys running around in Lambos and stuff. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, yo, they cake it, man. No sleep. They
yeah,
got money.
They make a lot of money, and they work hard for their money. I'm not gonna lie on that, but
For sure.
don't lie to me and tell me you're poor.
Hey, Red Hood, what's up? You hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you guys?
We
What's
good,
up?
we
Look at this
good, we
guy.
good. Hey, man, yo, before we start talking back, we're gonna jump back on Spider-Man real quick. Before we get to that, if you want to be a part of my Discord link, my Discord, just ask. I pretty much recognize people who watch my videos. You know, I actually pay attention to this stuff, like my subscribers. I know who's actually here. So if I see that you're actually a supporter or viewer of mine, and you want to join my Discord link, just ask, and I'll send you a link to the Discord. Okay? I'm not like, I keep my Discord away from trolls, all of this nonsense.
Yeah, no fuckery.
It's the straight gaming Discord. We're usually in there in the chat, just talking, and I just want real cool people in the Discord, so I just keep it low key. So there's that. So if you want to join my Discord link, just say you want to join. If you have me on Twitter, I'm gonna need to send you guys on Twitter. Kofi, what's up with that spooky shirt though? It's a fear shirt, bro. All right, yo. So Red Hood, yo, thoughts on Spider-Man?
So I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Collect a bunch of comics for Spider-Man.
Me too.
Right on my desk.
I used to.
Spider-Man run right now. Reading that, and I think the game looks really, really good. And I know what Alex said, that he doesn't want to see like that Peter Parker aspect of gameplay, but when reading the comics and reading it as a kid, both of Peter's world and Spider-Man's world make the best storylines when they both collide with one another. And that's kind of what Insomniac is trying to do with this game, is to create that gameplay element of both, you know, Peter and Spider-Man, and that creates one of the best storytelling aspects in Spider-Man's life, including with the death of Gwen Stacy. And I really think that's what they're trying to do, along with, you know, Mary Jane. And I'm pretty sure they've been teasing that Miles Morales will kind of have his own gameplay segments as well, leading up to him possibly, you know, getting, you know, Spider-Man powers as well. And that's what I kind of think they're trying to lead up to for maybe possible installments or possible spin-offs. And I think Insomniac's trying to plant those seeds. And I really think that those gameplay segments are going to be pretty vital to the storyline and to how the game shapes up to be.
So my question to you is, that'll make it a great story.
Yeah.
Will that transfer over to actual gameplay is my concern, because storyline is fine. If it's story wise, that makes sense. But when I'm playing a video game, there are far more assets and far more things that belong to it than just a storyline. Because when we're reading a comic, there's only one way to read a comic. You read it. But when we're playing a game, there's so many more things that go into it. And although it may fit the story, I'm wondering if it will break the pace of the game and the gameplay. I think that's where a lot of the concern for me comes in, is because it'll be a great story part and a great story beat, no problem. But I think we're forgetting like what a video game should be, and like deeper questions to ask besides that. Like, what are we looking at when we play a video game? Are we looking just for story? Are we looking just for gameplay? Are we looking for a melding of the two? Are we looking for like so many more things to come together? And I think that's where we're kind of like losing a little bit, and kind of like why I'm like, that's why that concerns me, is because when you're looking at it from that perspective, what's that going to play like? And will it affect my enjoyment of the actual gameplay as I'm playing as Spider-Man? And it's not that I hate Sony. That's not the case at all. It's just, that's sort of like the encompassing view of what I look for in video games. For me, it's gameplay first before anything. And I think that's kind of like where I'm coming from.
No, I got you. I think really like what you said is interesting, because, you know, I know what you're trying to say. You want that flow of the game to be you know,
There.
very same and similar.
Well, not same and similar, but like.
But yeah, I know what you're trying to say.
have-
Like, you don't
yeah.
want to have it to where it's more
One-sided.
Yeah. And I think what they're going to try and do is, because they've confirmed that MJ is, you know, a reporter in this game, and that Peter and MJ aren't in a relationship at all.
Ooh,
Before.
that's
They
interesting.
were before, because she knows that he's Spider-Man.
Mhm.
That's been confirmed by Insomniac. They know that Peter is Spider-Man, and I think they're gonna, you know, utilize that, and that's why they're very intimate with one another, even though they're not together at this point. So I think really you're gonna have gameplay segments, and I don't know if this is up your alley, but I'm thinking that we've seen in that Paris Games Week trailer for Spider-Man, where we see that she's being held hostage and stuff like that. I think you're gonna get more into her doing, you know, detective work into investigating Mr. Negative's, you know, goons and gangs, and that's where the gameplay is gonna come in. Maybe she has to, I don't know, go into and infiltrate and like open up the building, or, you know, find more information, something like that. Now, will it be good? We don't know, but I think,
Right.
I mean, I trust Insomnia because I'm a big fan of their older games like Ratchet and Clank and all that.
Yeah,
And
really
I
good
even,
developers.
Like, trusted Overdrive
Yeah, fantastic.
because I was able to play at our friend's house. Now I wish it was on PC so I can actually enjoy it in, like, you know, 4K, 60 and all that. But, but you know, I really have trust, and they're very passionate about this project when they talk about it, and you see it with, you know.
This is the
you know,
biggest game
Brian
that they have
and the
done.
heart
They
in
they
Twitter.
claim, right? They claim this is their biggest game that they have worked on.
I think
Oh,
it is
yeah.
the biggest one.
Yeah, so this is gonna be something special. Like, I really trust these developers. Honestly, I like Insomniac. I feel like are the perfect developers to be working on a Spider-Man game. Like, with their background, like, it really fits. It's perfect. Yo, one night. What's good, fam?
Oh man, this guy.
That's my brother.
No
right
Stan Lee slander.
yeah, this guy got a problem with Stan Lee, man. This is crazy.
Doesn't Stanley have ammonia right now?
You has what?
Isn't he still battling ammonia?
You mean pneumonia?
Pneumonia, excuse me. Ammonia.
Yeah, and one night has his fingers crossed.
No, oh yeah, because I read an article saying that, like, you know, people are looking to see who can take care of him, because, you know, he's gotten to that stage of his life.
Dude, there's like this crazy story. Like, it's actually, I believe it's true, that his, like, Stanley's, like, blood vials were missing.
And people signed. People got
people gave him like a pen
yeah.
of blood, and they signed it, and they were selling it off. I believe
They were signing comic books with his actual blood. It was crazy.
Oh my god.
And they were selling it for like for 500. Like, I don't know if it was like 500 or 5,000. Like one of those numbers.
Oh my
So
god.
Like per book.
No way.
So everybody thought he was gonna die.
That's crazy. Yo, shout out to the 123 people watching this live stream. Really do appreciate every single one of y'all. I really do
It's
appreciate
funny.
it.
It was like.
Can y'all
60
hit
when
that
I
like
showed up.
button though for a brother, man? We got 49 likes. If you're enjoying the conversations, we chilling today. Let's press start and chill. We chilling. I actually got some people with me today. Low key, this like a mini podcast already. But yeah, we chilling. We just talking games. Would really appreciate it if you hit the like button though.
People are really mad at me, and it's really funny.
damn.
They're always mad at you, dude.
Oh man, it's really funny.
No, because
Like,
you know
it's
why? You
funny
know why
how-
people?
it's
You know
funny how,
why?
Like, I expose all these Sony stands that are like neutral gamers, quote unquote, but then they get real mad when I criticize a Sony game like Bloodborne, because Bloodborne isn't even that good.
Oh.
What?
Damn, son.
You see,
How
this is
about-
why.
how about
This
Bloodborne
what?
is barely better than Dark Souls 2.
Oh, here we go.
Whoa,
Here
why
we
do you
go.
guys
Yeah.
beat him? Why do you guys not
Because like at least half of the game is in the chalice dungeons. You only need to beat like 4 bosses to actually beat the game. The game level design is pretty much super linear, and the entire concept of combat is actually pretty boring and bland compared to 3.
Yo, Alex, you trolling?
Why do you
Bro,
guys
Alex
beat
loves
this
that.
guy?
Trigger
Why do you guys-
everybody.
Yeah,
You guys
why
are
do you
so angry at me.
Yo, he trolling.
So
Don't pay
yo,
attention.
we have to we have to have a balance. We have to have a balance. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like Alex on the podcast. People is like, yo, why do we even have this man on the? We have to have a balance of different opinions.
Because I'm the
You know what
only
I'm
one
saying?
that's strong enough to tell the truth.
That's not the
Oh,
truth.
man.
That's not Bloodborne is absolutely fire. What are you talking about?
Compared to the Souls series, Bloodborne is one of the weakest games.
Oh. Oh my god.
I would agree with that.
Oh
But to say
my
it's barely
God.
better than 2 is crazy.
Oh my
It's one of the
god.
weakest.
Why didn't you let me in this place? What's wrong with you?
I beat the whole game.
Yeah,
I beat every optional boss. The only thing I haven't done is the Chalice dungeons. And every single boss in that game, besides I'd say 2, are forgettable.
Very interesting.
And the one boss that isn't forgettable is Coast, and he's in the DLC, and he's the best
He
fight in the whole game.
Alex, one thing we gotta give him about Alex, he definitely has some hot takes, you know what I mean? He definitely has some hot takes.
Alex, you're the Skip Bayless of the gaming community.
Yeah, he has some hot takes,
I am
yo.
the one that tells the truth.
I don't know about all that truth stuff, but you definitely got some hot takes that we'll give it to you, dog. We'll give it to you. Bloodborne is absolutely a classic. Let me speak my opinion now. In my opinion, Bloodborne is absolutely a classic.
It is not.
The gameplay is absolutely fantastic.
No, it's not.
The movement is fantastic.
The movement,
the atmosphere of the game is mind blowing, and the design and characters is mind blowing and fantastic.
No, isn't so many? Okay, how many mobs in that game are completely repetitive from the first world?
My guy.
Continually, every single, almost a large majority of those mobs are super repetitive throughout the whole world. They just change their clothes throughout the actual game. The only time it's actually kind of interesting is near the end, where they start mixing the crows and the dogs and their brains and their bodies together.
Nah, that's not true.
But anyway, that's like every Souls game, though. Every Souls game.
I wouldn't say every Souls game.
Yeah. You can't come with that shit talking. One day out here plays the Souls game, so don't try to flex out here.
Dark Souls 1 had Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 had very different characters throughout the entire game. Very rarely did you see a lot of characters that were
when did that, okay, but you had the same sort of formula of characters. You had the normal knights, which you may go to a different area, but they're the same. Well, which will be wearing different clothes. You have like a bigger knight, and you have like little dogs that run around in packs. They all have the same monsters in the same game.
Oh, no, that's only the first. That's only the first zone.
Okay, then by the way, and how all Dark Souls games have giant rats in as well. They all have the same enemies in them. They all have giant rats. They all have dogs that act very feral, and they all have and they all have big enemies that take more than.
Are you talking about Dark Souls 1 or all the Souls games in general?
Yeah, we can say all the Souls games. We can actually say all the Souls games.
You can say all the Souls games, absolutely, even including Bloodborne. It goes into that pile. They do follow a format, but at the same token, Bloodborne and Dark Souls 2 are notorious for continually abusing that format. And not even creating new enemies, but just reskinning them in different clothing.
I don't know, man. All I know in my personal opinion, Bloodborne is amazing.
Who in the podcast has played Dark Souls 1?
I played it. I have not completed it. I've completed.
Okay, so that's a fail for you. Erica never played it. J-May
she played Dark Souls once. What are you talking about?
No, she didn't.
That's what she said?
She's played 3.
Oh. I swear Erica has beaten all of them.
No, she's never played 1. Neither has J-Main. J-Main's played 3.
Erica, man, I might have to pull up.
Podcast member. Hold on. I'm the only podcast member that has beaten every single Souls game.
Oh, man, we got to hit up Erica. Yo, Erica, man, is this true? I'm about to hit her up in the DMs right now,
Kofi,
bro.
Hey, Kofi, you need to audit your members, bro. Like, this is.
Hey, we have to see.
So nobody.
We gotta check what's going on out here, bro.
I'm talking shit when I go out and I buy a PS4 for one game and I beat that game and I complete every game in the series.
Spooky, Erica.
Talk your shit, Alex.
So please.
Let me see. Let me find out.
Definitely better than Bloodborne, but you're saying some crazy shit about Bloodborne, bro.
Bloodborne honestly feels like exactly what it is, which is a side story.
You play Nioh? You play Nioh, Alex?
I'm playing it right now, so I can't judge Nioh. Okay. I am in the spider world of Nioh, so I'm not going to judge it just yet. I'll judge it when I beat it. But I do like the combat of Nioh. I think that is actually a fast-paced set of combat. I do not like the armor and item drops in Nioh because I feel like it makes armor and items redundant and a waste of time.
Well,
the majority of the time you're just picking up trash anyways. So
it's like good
armor.
It doesn't. It's like a dungeon crawler.
Not even just that. Well, that's what Dark Souls is. It's a dungeon crawler. Right, but the thing is with Nioh is when I'm picking up armor, nothing feels special because it just feels like.
Yo, Nioh is fantastic though. Oh, that game is dope.
I'm not saying it's not a good game. I have my issues with it.
Yeah, like if we're talking about combat strictly, shit.
If
Nioh has
Nioh's
better
strictly-
combat.
We're talking strictly
we're
combat.
ta-
It's Dark
ha-
Souls 3.
If we're talking about strictly combat, I think Nioh probably beats all the Souls games in terms of just combat
Yeah.
and very.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
look,
Well-
types of weapons, different stances, like
Yeah.
the whole. What's that? What's that thing? Is it the what is the aura? It's not the aura. What's
The
it called?
Key pulse.
Key
The
pulse. That's it. Yeah, that whole mechanic super
Yeah.
dope, and just the pace
Yeah.
of the game is very fast. But one thing I'll say
Did you
that
cut your stream, Coffee? Your stream's
Hey, your
offline.
stream went offline.
it's probably
Oh,
gonna jump
no.
back
Oh,
on.
there it is.
It's probably gonna jump back on.
So I think with Nioh, I really like the combat, but what I don't like is the fact that Okay, here's my problem with Nioh right off the bat. In Dark Souls, I was able to do every single move from the very beginning of the game.
Yeah, it has a skill
Nioh-
tree. It has a skill tree.
In Nioh, I needed to have points in those
It's a
skills
ski- yeah.
to do things.
I
Well,
feel like
here's the
that's
thing,
even
though.
dope because it expand. Look, if we're looking at, I played the Dark Souls
No, but the
series.
thing is, so like the thing is, you like the
There's
reason
not much
why Souls
moves.
games work. No, the thing is, the reason why Souls games work is because you're given all those tools in the beginning, and how you refine those tools is what makes you a better.
But
game-
your
makes
tools
you
are not a
better.
lot. Besides your regulars, your heavy, your light, your
But
charge, your
There's
kick,
things like
your
there's
kick,
things
or
like
your
having a specific dodge while having a weapon, having a dodge with a key pulse while having a weapon. You have to like put those things in there. I think those specific skill moves should have been in there from the beginning, and then how you chain them together and how you elaborate on them would have been better in the skill tree.
No,
I think locking them from
the
the
skill
beginning
tree.
was
I
a
disagree.
good
I think the
idea.
skill tree actually fits really well in Nioh.
No,
Actually,
I think it fits
re-
as well, but I
fits
think
really
some
well in
moves
Nioh.
should have been defaulted given to you from the beginning instead of like
Okay.
locking them behind the beginning.
One thing I would say about Nioh, if they can work on, because the game was critically acclaimed and it was a success. If one thing I say they should improve, one thing I like about like Bloodborne better than Nioh is just the boss fights were better in my personal opinion, and it was just more memorable. Like the world, like Nioh's premise, like the Japanese,
feel
that's just
story
really
was so
dope.
good.
That's just really
But the
dope. But
story
I
was
would
so
I would
good.
like a little bit more memorable like bosses and enemies. Like shit, you're fighting like a water blob in one boss and shit like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
hated that boss.
That boss was annoying as hell too. Yeah, I remember streaming that shit. That shit was annoying. But yeah,
Actually, so I perfected that boss, which is pretty funny.
yeah,
It took me a
exactly. Nioh's atmosphere and like it's pretty forgettable. You know what I'm saying?
No, you know what I do like about Nioh is when you go back and you play like the nightmare mode of each level.
Yeah,
how things
yeah, that's
change.
dope too.
That's really cool. I like stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's one thing they can improve on for the sequel that I would like, cause like just when you play like a Souls game or a Bloodborne, like just the world, you're just so immersed in the world. Like it's eerie, it's spooky at times. It's just great. But like when you play something like Nioh, it's the world itself is kind of bland, but like the gameplay in it is really good. It's really good.
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
That's probably why I like
Top
Nioh a lot
notch.
as well,
Yeah.
too.
Top-notch gameplay. Team Ninja did a great job, and I guess it's the closest we're gonna get to like a good like Ninja Gaiden / Onimusha or some shit now. You know what I'm saying?
It would be nice to get a sequel to Nioh. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get one because the game was a smash. The game did well. It did numbers. It was a smash. It has to get a sequel. I really hope
And it
it.
also released
I
too
really hope it
with,
does.
with nothing around it, right?
Yeah. You know what game I'm waiting on now? Ghost of Tsushima. That game
Same.
is gonna be
that game will be
It's gonna be
fantastic.
great.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
I haven't
That
seen
game's
that
gonna be
game yet.
fantastic. Oh, we all haven't seen much of that game, but
No.
we've seen like a little bit of like a gameplay trailer clips. It's Sucker Punch's new IP. I believe that Sony Japan is also helping them make the game. I just can't wait to see gameplay, a full-on gameplay demo, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see a full-on gameplay demo at E3. I'm pretty damn sure.
Yeah.
It's about
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
We've
I
seen
think they confirmed, right?
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they
we-
were gonna be there and maybe a demo.
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to that. 3MG Ricky, what's up, man? Yo, Ricky, man, you want to join the chat, man? We chilling today. This is a invite all people press start and chill today, man. Ricky, if you free, if you're not at work right now, just hit up the Discord, man. I'll drag you into the chat, all right? If you want to come true, Ricky, give us your thoughts. Bloodborne had the absolute best final boss. So, Alex, did you actually get all the umbilical
fuck.
cords and stuff like that?
I disagree.
You
Wait,
disagree?
the best final boss?
I disagree.
Well, someone, yo,
No, because I beat him on my first attempt.
Yep. So
Oh, did you get the?
No,
Did you get the?
he's not the best final boss.
Did you get the umbilical cords? Did you get
Yeah.
the true ending? Okay, I see.
Yeah, I got all 3 endings. Yeah.
All
no,
3,
there's
okay.
no. That's
You didn't like?
Was
You
he
didn't like the boss
harder
fight?
after the umbilical cords? Because I remember
he
seeing that
did. He
stream
did get
out.
harder. So once you had the cords, yeah, he did get a little bit more difficult, but it wasn't even that bad. Like I one-shotted him my first attempt.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so I don't know what.
Yo, you might. Yeah, I low key
I mean,
haven't
the
tuned into
thing
so
is,
much of your
like-
streams of Bloodborne, but you might low key might be really good at it. Then how you be talking, bro?
The thing
Dude, I
about
one-shot it. Like people were like, "Yo, Alex is gonna die, Cleric Beast." I one-shot Cleric Beast. I three-shot Lady Maria. I 6-shot Kos. Like it's not
Gamertag nearly gave you aneurysm though.
every time. So here's what I found
That
out
boss
about
was
Ebertas.
easy as hell for me too. It only took me
Here's
3
what
tries.
I found out about Ebertas. I was fighting Ebertas at level 50.
But that's
You're
your fault,
supposed to
right?
fight her at level 70.
Yeah.
I was 20 levels down, and I was getting her to 3/4 HP.
Mhm.
So like,
When you
that was
get
my fault.
behind them, it becomes you have to play it really close and like get behind them and
It
watch out
wasn't
for that
getting-
stupid one shot.
it wasn't
And
getting
that
behind
one
me.
shot
I
is.
just- I didn't
Can't
have
play
the
range.
I just didn't have the levels and resistances that I needed in defense and anything else to like keep up.
Yeah,
That was the problem.
yeah.
I was just under leveled by 20 levels. So
I think like what makes Bloodborne's last boss fight the best fight is because it's the setting and how everything played. The music was great as well, and the setting.
Yeah,
I think
music was
it's not about-
fantastic.
It's,
in
it's,
Bloodborne
it's
too,
not
man.
about it's not about the difficulty and how easy the boss was. It's just the
did
ending.
you guys
seemed
ever
perfect.
play Demon Souls?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is the worst final boss.
Yeah, oh yeah, facts.
That is the absolute worst final boss. It is just, I'm going to spoil it. It's just a blob. It is the king. It is a blob sitting there, and all you do is just hit it. And I was like, what
Okay,
is
so
this
we got
bullshit?
confirmation from Erica. So she beat
Here we go.
Dark Souls 2. She
Uh-huh.
beat Dark Souls 3, but she
Uh-huh.
only played Dark Souls 1 and didn't finish it. Okay.
Confirmed. I am the best Fresh Start podcast member.
I get. Yeah, we got to give Alex some props then. Yo, Alex is. You said you have beat every single one, right?
I've beaten and played every single
Ah
game
man,
of Souls.
we got to give it to you. We got to give it to you. then.
man.
We got to give it to Alex for that, though.
Mm.
Yeah, confirmed.
Did she
still.
include Demon Souls?
We can't
Did
even
she play
talk
Demon
shit.
Souls?
Nah. I don't think
Hey,
so.
talk to your TA.
I thought Erica was the Souls champion of our
No,
podcast.
sir, I am the Souls champ.
I guess Alex is the Souls champ. This is crazy.
Yep.
Oh man,
Yep.
spooky
Confirmed.
man. I'm spooked right now, bro. I got shivers and things. Oh, damn. We shouldn't give Alex nothing. I don't want to give him no credit for nothing.
Just like Fax Machine said, Alex is the only real gamer on PSP.
My ass. Alex doesn't beat nowhere near the amount of games I beat, and that's just a fact. Alex, you don't want to go to toe to me. So far, I'm
How
at
many
9.
games this year?
I'm at 9 so
You're at
far.
9?
Yeah.
I'm at 6.
It's all about
Yeah.
quality, not
Yeah.
quantity.
Yeah, first of all, I play
But-
quality
but-
and quality.
but-
And I play all across the board.
but-
Don't test my gaming skills. Because
But-
man knows the truth. I can
Should
pull out the credits.
Here's the question.
What's up?
Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 2, I beat both Claire and Chris and Leon and what's her name?
Jill.
And Jill.
Yeah.
So does that count as 2 games a pop? Because I had to play
Nah,
each game
fam.
twice.
That's one
And
game,
they're
fam.
different stories.
Nah, fam. That's
Nah,
one
that's-
game, dog.
that's
Don't even try to
still one.
finesse the game. Don't
That's
finesse the
like,
game.
yeah, like,
I'm
yeah,
leading
like,
in the
something
press
like
start
that.
camp right now. I always lead.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Kofi struggled that. Oh shit! Don't even bring that up. That Ludwig. I still got to do that stream, man. I'm doing that stream. Shout out to Flaffy, Lunar. Shout out to y'all, man. I'm still doing that stream coming up real soon, man. Ah, Ludwig
So
is
right
a
now I'm
bitch,
also playing
bro.
Ni no Kuni 1. And that's a really good game.
Where you playing that on PS3?
Yeah, PS3. That's a that game is really, really cool.
Yeah, I'm working on the second one.
Yeah, didn't they change the combat from the first to the second one?
They did, yeah. So the first one is like Pokemon.
Kofi getting mobbed by BG at every game. Did you not
Oof.
know that I watched them in Gears of War? Like,
Who's lying? Who's lying?
remember,
Ah, man, no,
Alex?
we
I
don't
think
talk
you were
about
there.
that.
I 1v1 BG in Gears.
Sir,
I'm
it wasn't
pretty
a
sure you were
wash.
there.
It wasn't a wash.
I
It was a
destroyed it.
slaughter.
I
was a
destroyed him 1v1. This wasn't even Press Start versus
man.
Weapon Wheel. This wasn't Press Start Podcast versus Weapon. Me and
BG
BG
was
went
so
one-on-one.
mad.
One-on-one. And I
BG
washed
got
the
so
man.
mad.
What are you talking about?
Slaughtered him.
I absolutely
Completely.
washed him.
And he started coming after me. He was like, "Well, I gotta come after Alex now because I gotta save face." That's
I know what you're
what
talking
happened.
about. But he just said BG watched him beat me in every game though. So it wasn't a wash. What are you talking about? Burgundy, were you there? I washed him.
I was a complete wash, sir.
Dog, we did like a best out of 3, and I beat him like he didn't win once. Did we do like a best out of 3?
Didn't Erica and I make videos about when we played against Weapon Wheel, how we swept them in Gears, though?
I'm not even talking about the Gears matchup. I'm not even talking about that one was a wash. That was a sweep. That was a clean 3-0. I'm talking about when we 1v1. I watched
the
him.
son has surpassed the father.
What are you talking about? And you know, BG be ducking me in games that he knows that I'm gonna beat him at. I know what he's saying. Like he's been saying he's gonna pull up in Mario Kart because he's apparently the kart racing god. He's been saying he's gonna pull up, never pulls up.
Then he saw Switch.
It wasn't a wash. It was baptism.
It wasn't a wash. It was bad.
Oh man,
That's really good.
yeah. Shout out to little tortilla. How you say it properly? Because you know I say it wrong. Tortilla.
Tortilla.
You don't pronounce what? You don't pronounce what?
How can you say that wrong, bro?
No, but he
It's
says
two L's.
no. He
So
said you don't
two
pronounce.
L's
You don't
Are
pronounce
a
it.
J. 2 L's together are a J.
Are a
Little
J?
tortilla.
Tortilla. Little
That's
tortilla.
close. Little
Man.
tortilla. Or
Yo,
a Y.
that's crazy. But thanks for the donation. I appreciate it. BG has never been good at gear. So what? Man, he calls himself the god of game. I don't even call myself the god of game. And BG don't want this work in a lot of games. He ducked me in Dragon Ball Fighters. What happened to the laundry mat? What happened to the laundry mat?
I mean, didn't he also lose at Forza against Smooth?
What happened to the... Yo, he don't want to see me in Forza too. He don't want to play. I don't play in Forza. Look at my driver level. I don't play in Forza. What happened to the laundry mat? BG! This is a message to you, man. What happened to the laundry mat in Dragon Ball Fighters? What happened? You completely ducked that. You don't want to see me in no Street Fighter either. What happened one night with Street Fighter?
Well,
You know,
ducked that as well, fam.
He ducked that as well. We be in here playing Street Fighter. He ducked that as well. Good
The
idea,
only
man.
game BG won't duck.
How did I drop Dragon Ball Fighter? I was just on Dragon Ball Fighters like the other day. What are you talking about? I still play Dragon Ball Fighters. I think I played a couple matches one night the other day. It was like 2 days ago.
The only game BG won't duck is The Last of Us.
Yeah, he
because
knows he's good at
likes
that
to
one. That one I give
play-
his props. I ain't no
because he
hater.
likes to play terrible multiplayer games.
I ain't no hater. When somebody's good at something, I ain't no hater. When somebody's good, I give props for sure. I ain't no hater.
Yeah.
BG is very, very good in The Last of Us. Jack Move Johnny also is a very, very good player in The Last of Us. You're pretty good in these Sony exclusive multiplayer games.
And it's funny because whenever you talk smack about a Sony exclusive, BG always just shows up.
Yeah, but you do be slandering these PlayStation games for like no reason, dog.
No, not no look, I have a very specific set of tastes.
Kofi plays Forza. Yes, I play. I'm a big Forza fan. If you don't know,
And the
I'm a
thing
big
is,
Forza
you
fan.
know, a lot of these Sony games they like to be movies before their games, and so I don't really fuck with them. So
Yo, Cena, why you lying? You never mopped nobody in no Mario Kart, bro. Cena lying out here, man. Yeah, I've been actually playing Resident Evil with one night. We might hop.
Right?
Yo, I don't know. What should we do later? Mario Kart stream or
I can jump
Resident
on Mario
Evil.
Kart, I can jump.
maybe we
I
could
can
do
jump
Mario
on-
Kart today. I'm actually been
Mario Kart.
actually
We
been
can do-
playing
You want to do Last of Us? I can do some Last of Us.
Yeah, I actually been playing Resident Evil 5 with one night. We've been doing the co-op, playing it on Veteran. So actually a good time, man. We're having fun with it. I was playing it on my days off when I was sick.
You know what, Kofi?
I
Since
wanted
you're
to
sick, you should
I
play
wanted to
CS:GO.
stream. No, I'm not playing that trash. I wanted
Yeah,
to
you should play
stream,
some CS:GO.
but I was just too nasty. I was blowing my nose. You know, I was like so sick, like my eyes are running. You know those colds when your eyes are running and mucus is just running down your nose? Yeah, that's what I had. You know what I'm saying? Like I was tearing up. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna stream. I would love to stream, but I was just a mess. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I know someone in the chat just said, you guys think that Spider-Man will outsell God of War? And like, what I would say is, yeah.
That's actually
Ooh, that's a good
Wait,
question.
the
I don't
Labo
know.
will sell- wait, hold on. That the Labo will outsell God of War.
Wait.
No,
Oh.
not Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Wait, Labo will outsell Spider-Man?
Oh, God.
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Spider-Man
Hold on.
outsell
What
God
are
of
you trying to say?
Spider-Man
Okay.
will outsell God of War.
Spider-Man will outsell God of War?
That's an interesting one still. I I don't know. That's
But the
tough.
thing is,
That's
like,
tough because I
what?
think God of
I
War
get it.
is gonna do crazy numbers.
I give it to God of War over Spider-Man.
I think so. I think
I give
so.
it to God of War over Spider-Man easily.
Dog, the hype for God of War is unreal right now. Like people don't understand. Like the hype is absolutely unreal.
People are waiting till 3 o'clock in the morning tonight, East Coast. for reviews.
Yo, low-key, I might set an alarm, bro.
I
Yo, low-key, I might set an alarm. I might peep the review and just go back to bed. You know what I mean? But if I was
Yeah,
thirsty,
but we know. Okay, but let's be honest. The reviews
I
are
was
going to be
thirsty-
good no matter what,
I know it's gonna be
Oh,
good.
yeah.
I know it's gonna be a great game.
right? Like people are going to suck that game's dick.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh boy.
I
Pause.
don't
They're
think
gonna
back.
Take a step
they're gonna
back.
jiggle they're gonna jiggle the balls, do what they got to do. Give it the 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 that it's gonna get. But then when you start playing it,
like The Witcher.
absolutely.
So that game,
I think The Witcher is vastly. I think The Witcher is a great game, but I think it is vastly overrated in the sense of
Yeah, I do like how Alex triggers people though. It's actually pretty entertaining how you trigger people.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you see me on Twitter, I trigger a lot of people too on Twitter, so I can appreciate the trigger. The thing
Witcher
is,
is so
the thing is,
great.
people
It's
need
not
to
a bad game.
understand.
I think Witcher 3 is a great game, but there are specific things in The Witcher 3 that I cannot stand, and one of them
What?
is the breadcrumb trail mechanic.
Oh my god!
Which is they built this amazing, beautiful world for you to explore, and then you ruin it by holding left trigger, I forgot, or left bumper to go into your vision mode to then just follow a trail of red blotches everywhere to then figure out the quest. When I should be just exploring the world.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
one of Geralt's traits. Like, I've been reading the books right now.
No, yeah,
You know what, right?
That's
Witcher
what
is
you mean. That's
fast.
fine. That's fine. But again, this goes back to my Spider-Man argument. Just because it's good in the story doesn't mean it's good for gameplay.
You know, right?
So, like, what do
annoys
you
me
think
about
about like the Arkham games, though? Because that's heavily inspired to use that game mechanic from the Arkham franchise.
So I think
for Detective Vision.
So here's the thing. I think Arkham
Uh-oh.
Asylum is the best one.
Wait.
think it's-
Arkham Asylum?
Asylum
Is that that's the
best
first?
one.
That's the first one.
That's the first one. I
That's
think
the
it's
first
the
one.
best one. to be
I think
honest.
Asylum is the
Asylum
best
was
one.
really good, yo. But City,
But-
City was fire too.
Exactly.
But hold on,
Wait.
Asylum is the best one overall. But the one that had the coolest mechanic was Arkham.
Arkham
Not
Knight was
Knight.
fire too.
No.
Actually,
not Knight.
I actually really enjoyed Arkham Knight. I actually
God,
really
what was
did
the
enjoy
one?
it.
What was the one that everybody fucking hated?
Arkham Origins.
Origins,
It's like
Origins.
full of glitches.
Origins
So
is the worst
coolest
one easily.
thing- the coolest thing about Origins was solving the murders and figuring out like what happened and what went where and things like that. If they were able to put that mechanic into like an Asylum style, because I think the problem is that with City and with Night especially, the problem with Batman was the size of the world. It was too big, and it became just a like hunt fest for things instead of like going through Gotham. Like you had like there is imagination in restriction, I think, and they did so well with Asylum because they were restricted in their size. And City did a pretty good job, but then Night expanded it far too much, in my personal opinion. Alex, what is it?
I don't know, yo, but this is tough for me personally because I've actually played all four of them, right? Yeah, City, Asylum, Night, City, and Origin. I played all of those games, and if I had to rank them, I would have to say it might be City might be number one.
Yeah.
Low key, City might be number one. Night might have to be number two for me, to be honest. Night might be number two, then Asylum, then Origins. I think that's how I'd rank him. I actually really enjoyed Night. The graphics were mind-blowing. Yes, it was a rough launch at PC, but I did the little, IME or IM whatever file, made it 60 frames per second. So I had a really beast PC too. So it performance was great too. So I actually really had a good time with Arkham Knight. That game was actually fire. I actually might actually play that shit again. That game was fire.
I do like a lot of this stuff in
And the
Night.
Batmobile, ooh, fire.
But no, the Batmobile became repetitive and boring.
I
because
like
it's
those
just the same
sections. I
thing.
like those sections though. Those were fire though.
Those were okay. The first time you do it, it's cool. The 17th time you do it, it's not cool.
There was a lot of segments. There was a lot of segments with the thing, but I actually like Night though. I
See,
actually
but
thought that was
people in the
dope.
chat are saying City Asylum. honestly, I can interchange those two. I really could.
Because they're both great games. That's why City.
They're both fantastic. I just think Asylum edges out a little bit more because of the fact that it's much more thought out, I think, in the world, rather than City, where it's a larger scape. Personally, the thing is, it becomes a personal.
Yo, that franchise is
fire.
Yo, what are they working on? Yo, I just thought of y'all. Just really brought me back with this Batman talk, yo.
Yeah,
that
no,
franchise is fire.
Rocksteady's rumors are going around that the potential game that they're making, and I believe it's gonna either be shown a CGI trailer at Game Awards or next year. But people are saying it's because Rocksteady has kind of said it in the past while making the Arkham games that they're willing, you know,
don't say
their
Superman.
Next big superhero they would want to make is
don't
Superman.
Say, oh my God, I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That's what they've said.
Oh my God. If it's a Superman game, dog, Superman is trash, man. I hate Superman. Get that man with the red tights out of here, man. Get him out of here, bro. Out of here, man. I hate Superman. I hate him, man. He's just so boring, bland, OP, piece of trash. I'm still salty that Goku lost to him in the death battle, man. Man has superpowers out of the fly. I just hate Superman. I just hate how OP he is. I hate his personality. He's just boring. Superman is I'm a Superman hater. I don't care. It is what it is. Superman is trash.
If they did Ninja Turtles, like a TMNT game from
Rocksteady. Man, Rocksteady, please do not make a Superman game because I'll be really disappointed. Like, Superman is boring. Flying around city catching shit. No one want to see that. No one want to play that. Get out of here with that, man. About Superman. Don't get me cheese right now, man. I hate Superman.
Hey, how do you make that work?
Huh?
You're tricking people worse than I do.
Yo, but I've seen people in the chat saying F Superman. People saying they don't even like Superman. He's just boring. Like, his character is boring. He has nothing.
I think
he's boring. I've watched a lot of cartoons by Superman. I've seen movies. He's just boring. Like, he's a boring character.
That's why people like Batman more, because Batman...
He's more interesting. That's facts.
There's weakness to Batman. And the thing is, there is a... he could die by anyone. Yeah, Batman always wins.
He's a more interesting character. Like, I don't even know how that's debatable, though. Like, Batman's just a way more interesting character overall.
It's also like Green Lantern. Like, Green Lantern's a cool comic book.
Oh, he's super hard to do, though.
But would Green Lantern be a good game?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't see that being a good game either.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I think a really fucking kick-ass game would be Suicide Squad.
Just how Suicide Squad?
Oh,
that would be a great fucking game.
I know WB Montreal was working on that game, a Suicide
Boro,
Squad game.
man, I'm sorry, man, with the Superman slander. I can't stand them.
Yeah,
that game got canceled. The Suicide Squad game.
Out of DC,
or like a JLA, or what's the Justice League that Batman made about his?
Is that the Justice League Society? Maybe.
I think maybe that's. I'm gonna be wrong on that. So
Justice League. Look, I gotta say something. Like, I'm more of a Marvel guy than a DC guy. Like, besides Batman, I don't really rock with anybody from Marvel. Aquaman, The Flash. I run fast.
Don't. Okay, first of all, don't laugh at Aquaman. Aquaman's pretty good.
Oh my god.
Like,
I'm not a DC man. Still, I can't even lie. I'm not a DC man. I prefer Marvel.
Flash is honestly fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Look at me! I run real fast!
If you think that's all Flash is, you're crazy.
I can run so fast!
You've never read a Flash.
Well, I hear the bullshit how he run back in time, he runs in the future.
I mean, he
is running back in time.
Running back in time.
Like, everything he does, like, there is all kinds of stuff that he can do just by the fact that his entire body moves faster than everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the way he thinks,
I'm not a fan of DC at
totally
all.
different.
I'm not a fan of DC at all, man.
You bugging out now, bro.
Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm tweaking. I'm just not a fan of DC, man.
Yeah, I think you're tweaking.
Wee! I'm just running. Look at me. Wee! I'm fast. Woo! Woo! Fuck out of here, man. Get that shit out of here, man.
They got a lock on the door? What?
Get out of here, man.
He's calling you a racist?
Oh, because BG can't get in the chat, so he says that it's racist that he can't get it.
Oh, BG trying to get it?
Yeah, he says he put a lock on the door. That's racist.
I do think Monolith Studios could make a Wonder Woman game because of like the Lord of the Rings.
I think that'd be cool.
Gameplay.
I think that would be
now,
cool.
I don't think they'll put loot boxes or loot crates like they did with Shadow War.
Nah, they gonna put it in. They gonna
Oh
do it.
man, look, you know what? Honestly, I think after everything going on, I think they're gonna stop. I think loot boxes are going to go away for a bit.
Yeah, man.
Like because they're
Kofi definitely a Marvel fan. I might just be a Marvel
changing.
fanboy. You know what I'm saying? I might just be a Marvel fanboy, but I just find their characters more interesting. You know, like their characters are just we got mans like what? Wolverine, Spider-Man, GOAT characters, Venom,
Fact.
Hulk,
Right.
Iron Man. These are
Right.
all like super dope characters to me. Like when you go over to like DC side, they're like, I don't know, man. I'm just not a fan. I don't know. I don't like what I be seeing. Like I said, like I'm not a deep comic book reader. I'm not deep. I could tell I'm not a deep reader, but I do. I've watched like the cartoons as a kid. You know, I've watched the many movies from DC and stuff like that, and I just can't, you know, fall in love with these characters. Besides Batman, Batman's the only one that like I really rock with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I really
gotcha.
rock.
I mean,
I love
think
Batman.
would
I love
recommend,
Batman. Pause.
Like you watching Flashpoint. That's a really good DC animated movie that I think you would enjoy. It's like it has Batman and it has, you know, Superman and all those, but they're different versions and stuff like that for story reasons, of course. I won't say why, but it's a very good story. Probably one of the best New 52 storylines that DC put out.
Shit, Detective Comics right now is fucking killing it. Have you seen it?
Oh yeah,
amazing, absolutely killer. And Batwoman
Doomsday Clock is like phenomenal too.
I haven't picked up Doomsday Clock. Actually,
it's really good.
So I use a website called Read Comics Online, and I'm just reading everything there because it got so expensive that I just couldn't afford.
Yeah,
like,
why don't you just, isn't there like digital like subscriptions now for that type of stuff?
Yeah, there's digital. I know Marvel has one. I don't know about these.
Yeah.
I just buy my DC comics.
I'm more of into the animations and stuff like that. Like like it's one thing reading it and it's cool and all. Like I've read comics. I have a stack of Spider-Man comics that I used to collect, like old school ones, which I cannot. I'm so pissed about it. Somewhere in my crib, I cannot find them.
Yo, she threw them out, bro.
Yo, my girl Toss won't be tight. Yeah, so I have like a stack of comics, but it's one thing like reading in a comic book than like watching it, especially things with like anime and stuff. Like it's just so much better, you know, seeing it in person. Like it's just fantastic. Like I just love that.
reading the comic book is so fucking good because if you get someone who knows how to do panels very well, and if you get someone that knows how to do a lot of transitions between panels, it's basically like watching an anime or watching that. But the thing is, you're just getting those really important spots that are so dramatic in one frame, and you can just like hear the thud and the punch and the explosions. If someone does panels well, then you've got it. But if the panels are laid out really shitty, then it's not good at all.
All right, yo, going back to Rocksteady, you know what would be pretty cool games if they did a Punisher or a Daredevil? I think those would work. I think those would work. Awesome. I think Punisher and Daredevil would work, and those are actually characters I could rock with. You know what I'm saying?
But the whole issue, and I would love to do it in an ideal world, but they're owned by WB, and WB Games has the DC licenses, so Marvel Games will not lend out to WB. You know, Punisher, Daredevil, and stuff like that. I know what they're doing is because they're not their own publisher. They're giving it out to other developers like Spider-Man with Sony and Insomniac, the Avengers project with
that's coming
Square
too.
Enix, Crystal Dynamics. So I think they're just looking to see what developers are like the right fit for the licenses they own.
I'm gonna reserve judgment on that. I'm not even gonna get hyped for that Avengers shit because
but I really hope it turns out good. Like I know Crystal Dynamics and they're low-key a good developers. Crystal Dynamics is good and they're working on.
What good games have they made? What good games have they made?
Tomb Raider, Tomb Raider reboot.
That's it.
Tomb Raider reboot, Rise of the Tomb Raider.
That's it.
That's 2 for 2 for me in my book. In my book, that's 2 for 2 for me in my book. I love those games.
Eidos Montreal helping with the development a lot, you know, with the Avengers online game. That's what I heard.
Let's just.
What else is Crystal? Let's see what else.
Google.
Yeah, let's see what else they do, because but those 2 games are fantastic in my opinion, and that's what have you done for me recently? I'm in that mindset right now.
They okay. Let's not hype it up. Right?
Well, Tomb Raider's fire. Rise of Tomb Raider. The story could have been better, but it was still a fire game in my opinion.
Let's cut the let's get the biggest knife in the jaw.
Let's get the biggest knife in the jaw. Cut bullshit.
Bullshit.
Let's cut the bullshit. Let's see.
2 games in the last 10 years.
Crazy.
That's Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's what they've done.
Two good games.
Yeah,
are they bad or good?
Well, no,
oh, say word. They made Mad Dash. Oh, say word. I never even knew that.
They haven't deviated from what obviously their first game was, isn't it? So of course it's going to be good. If you make one good game, the next one's going to be just probably as good, or not just as good as it. But it's not going to be bad. But they haven't made anything else.
No, they got a couple of games here that I'm seeing that I played as a youth.
Go on.
I don't know.
What was it?
Go on.
I don't know if I can trust them to make an Avengers game. I just don't know.
No.
Okay.
It shouldn't be a problem, man. I'm not spooked.
But wait, it's not just them on their own. Let's see Eidos Montreal. Let's see what they've done.
Yeah, what they make?
They made the Deus Ex games.
They made the Deus Ex.
Which I really enjoy.
Which is awesome.
Oh my god, yo, that game was a drag. Mankind Divided was a drag for me to get through. It was a drag. It was a drag. I was like, oh, is this over yet? But I didn't beat it.
No, dude, I'm the opposite. When I played Mankind Divided, I was like, shit, why is this game over?
Yeah, because
I was like, is it over yet?
I heard from the development rumblings for that game was that Square Enix like cut the development time for that game so they can make a third one and like split it off, which I thought was probably the worst decision, if it's true, to ever make. And adding a tacked on multiplayer and adding microtransactions that Eidos has specifically said that they never wanted in that game. And you know, Square Enix does what they do best and milk shit dry.
I don't get why Square Enix doesn't get hold to the flame as like EA does in terms of like milking. They really milk every game that they put out.
They did to Hitman. Look what happened to Hitman.
Crazy.
Hitman could have been unbelievable, but they decided to parse it out.
Yo, when Alex says don't buy a game day one, I feel that because of Hitman, yo. I feel that. Yo,
yeah, see, look, let's talk. I guess we could touch about.
Can we not forget? They also made the new Thief game as well. So let's just put that there.
You know, like I guess we could talk about this day one. I guess we could talk about this day one topic real quick before I get out of here. You know, we're about to reach an hour, 30 minutes, a little bit extra for my press on chill because I got some people in here. But yo, like I said, you know, this whole big day one conversation that we had last podcast. Alex, I just want to ask you this question. Like, do you see how that like mentality is actually like not really practical though? For like everybody to follow though, like every single consumer to follow. Do you understand? Like if everybody, you know, decided not to buy games day one, and like you said, bought them 6 months later, do you think this will be beneficial to the gaming industry, or this would be detrimental to the gaming industry? I think it will be detrimental to the gaming industry.
Well, it depends on your point of view. I mean, detrimental in what way? To us, the consumer?
Yeah.
To the publishers?
To us, the consumer and the publishers.
How would it be detrimental to the consumer?
Okay, so basically, now that developers and publishers are seeing that gamers are not buying games day one, then they're gonna probably try to find more avenues, nickel and dime us. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. I feel like this is a really bad look for investors, too. And like, can you imagine? That's like a flop. If a game comes out and got no sales for 6 months when it first came out, that's very bad. That's very bad. How do you not see that?
So here's my question to you then. So like, do you think what your first point was they'll find ways to nickel and dime us? Do you think that they're not doing that already?
Oh, they're definitely doing that.
Okay, so then
I think it'll be even worse.
So then personally, between you and me and that argument, I don't think that argument holds water because they're already doing it if you buy day one anyways.
I think it will be even worse though. Like what we get I think it will be even worse.
That's a fallacy, right? Because now you're doing slippery slope. Well, if you don't do this, then this will happen. We don't have any proof that'll happen. Right? We're just presuming it'll happen.
Like that whole like avoiding day one thing, I think like it's good if the company has an agenda against you, which such like, you know, Star Wars Battlefront. You know what I mean? They made their agenda very loud and clear, and as the consumer, they want to obviously face you, they want to rob you.
I think also that in today's day and age, we no longer have a product that is complete when we buy it. We don't. I think with a lot of the bullshit that we've seen as consumers, this is the only industry that I've noticed compared to every other thing that we buy as consumers that we will be given. We'll give them the full $60 and we get an incomplete product.
I do think
and then we're told, well, hold on, we'll fix it, we'll update it.
Yeah,
we'll fix it,
I agree with you. I agree with you. That's total bullshit.
I go no.
But there's a lot of complete games that release too. Yo, there's a lot of complete games that release. So what's up with those games? Like a game like Hellblade, when it drops, that's it. You have a problem with people buy that day one? So what's the issue with buying a game like Hellblade day one? What's the problem?
I think with Hellblade, there's a lot of things that actually put it into a buy day one category.
So it's not every game don't buy day one then.
But I never said every game.
He never said that. He never said. I think
but you be saying like don't buy day one, don't buy day one.
When you
have to say that, you have to be specific to certain developers, which I agree. I can kind of agree with that.
Here's the deal. Don't buy day one. Basically, is a mantra for don't pre-order. Don't buy day one unless you are like have seen actual gameplay of people playing it, not gameplay from Game Informer, not gameplay from an industry, somebody on Twitch or YouTube playing the game, and you go, okay, that makes sense. Here's a part of the game that I don't like. Here's a part of the game
we can't even trust some of them.
And even then, you can't trust them because they're fucking paid by the industry too. So then you got to go through and you got to say, okay, look.
All right, go ahead.
Gonna have loot boxes. Is it even coming out complete? Is it crashing on launch? Is it having issues? Are they going to support this game through patches? Should it be complete through patches? When I'm going through and I'm looking at these games, especially nowadays in this generation, it's fucking atrocious.
Best example this year: Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, No Man's Sky.
Alex, I think what you're trying to tell people is to be a smart consumer, which I definitely 100% agree. Look, we know from certain publishers that what kind of games they produce. We know the kind of games that EA plays. We know the kind of games that Activision plays.
I'm not completely. I'm not a saint.
Yeah, we know. You buy some day ones. I know. We know.
Right?
I know.
And I bought Mario day one. So I can't lie about those things, right? But the thing is, I can go back and I can say, when I look at those games that I played and I look at what the time that I put in, I look at how I enjoyed those games, I say to myself, I could have waited.
Oh, no, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Now you just killed the whole thing. You just killed the whole thing.
It's true.
A game like Zelda, what's the point? Because what? Right now, they have DLC coming out, or it's already out now. Now everything's out. Yeah, you could have waited, but you still gotta buy the DLC. You're never gonna get a complete. You're never gonna get a complete version of Zelda. They're never gonna re-release the game in a complete version.
Okay, with games especially now, look at Final Fantasy 15. There's another year of DLC.
Yeah, I completely understand.
And we as PC gamers thought, we just got the complete edition for $60.
Nah, I already knew that was gonna happen because of the service.
Like I said, look, we gotta go by case-by-case basis though with this.
Yeah.
We can't. That's what I'm trying to say. We gotta go with a case-by-case basis with this. You can't be like never buy day one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Alex, are we buying God of War day one? Yes
that screams day one. There's no microtransactions, no loot boxes. I don't think DLC is confirmed for that game. So what's the problem here? Besides just being a smart consumer and waiting for a price drop and just buying it for a cheaper price.
I personally am more comfortable with buying God of War day one than I am with buying Spider-Man day one.
Interesting.
Spider-Man. I don't understand. Well, Spider-Man because it has DLC costumes.
It has pure storyline DLC that is already slated before the game is even out to be released.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's in the
the season pass.
Yeah. The thing with that is just that it could be the same thing with God of War. We just don't know yet.
Exactly. You're totally right. One night. It could be like 3 months.
You know what I mean? So, but the thing is, I would rather them be very open and very obviously honest with what they're doing with it, so I can make that judgment. I'm not going to hold that judgment against them because I don't think what they're doing wrong. Because if you release a game and you want to add more to it, but if I'm playing the game and I feel like I've got enough for the story to be what it is, maybe that's side quests. I don't know. But if from what I'm playing is enough for me to enjoy the full experience, full experience, then yeah, I'm completely fine with that.
But I think that's where we kind of like where everybody has like differing issues. Because everybody's like, oh, I'm buying this day one, I'm buying that, and I think about it, but I like.
Don't skip things out in the game, man. Don't.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
King Ghost, thanks for the donation, man.
like-
Alex, real quick, Alex, I fuck with you, bro. But God of War getting that day one. He says he's getting. God
I
of War day
honestly, like I said, I feel more comfortable with God of War being bought day one than I do other games.
one. Yeah,
I
just
feel
be as
like
yo. In the end of the
Overwatch-
day, look, we'll just end it off with
Great
this.
example. Great example was Dead Rising 4.
Yeah. In the end of the day, look. We all have access to a lot of information here. We're on the internet. We have a lot of information, access to a lot of information. So just be a smart consumer, and you know,
Exactly.
you just
like the whole
do
the
it
whole
case by
concept
case
is
basis. What you want to buy, you buy. Like nobody's watching your pockets. If you want to buy a game with loot boxes, do whatever. In the end of the day, it's your money. Do what you want. I'm
Or you could just
nowhere.
do a Game Pass finesse, you know.
Yeah,
just a Game
that's
Pass
what I did with
finesse.
Sea of Thieves. You know, so do what you
The
want
thing
with
is,
your bread.
It's,
You know
it's
what
sort
I'm
of
saying?
the idea of like, don't pre-order, like don't fall into that fucking hype. Is the biggest
agree.
thing that I'm trying to say is do not fall into this fucking marketing.
Well,
hype.
at this point, pre-orders are
all it
usually
ever
like,
is.
look, pre-orders at this point, no game sells out really. You know what I'm saying? No
no
game
game ever
sells
sells
out.
out. It's 2018.
Yeah,
it's the
2018,
current
no
one.
game sells out.
Whoa. I can't pre-order God of War over here.
Oh shit! Oh, that's crazy. That's
Get
crazy.
it digital, man.
Yo, but take it in.
Yeah,
No
on
game really,
Amazon,
no
you can't order.
game really sells out like realistically now in today's day and age,
On
right? No game
Amazon,
sells out.
what's the only
So
thing that sold out
pre-orders are
recently is
usually
Slip.
for bonuses nowadays, just to get you to get bonuses. You know, that's the whole pre-order game now. It's all for straight bonuses. You know what I mean?
Currently unavailable. I cannot get.
You
this.
can't. Oh, that's crazy. I never heard
That's
of that
spooky,
before.
man.
That's crazy.
That's spooky.
So
No, seriously, yeah, I can't do it.
I feel like
Even
if you wanna get like a limited edition, but even then, like not the limited edition game has changed with a lot of games too, because these games on Amazon drop in price super quick. Like I
So
seen
fast.
I seen the Gears of War limited edition. I'm like, boy, I want that. I was actually
Hey,
talking
no,
to
I
Eric.
get
Shout out to
that.
Eric J. Shout out
It's
to Eric
crazy
J.
because the thing is like
That shit was like
digital
200?
games-
Hold up, Alex. That shit was like
Go ahead,
over
go ahead.
$200, right?
Yo, but hey.
Now,
but
if you
try
could
to
find it on
any-
Amazon for like 60, 70 bucks.
if
So
you
nowadays,
try
like
to look-
even
if
getting
you try to
pure-
look for a
what's up?
Souls game, the limited edition of a Souls game, you ain't finding that.
Yeah,
in-
so I guess
And-
it goes in the case
that
by
was
case
limited
basis.
print.
I guess that's a
Yeah,
case
and
by case basis
if you
too.
go to look for it now, you're gonna be paying an arm and a leg.
Oh, for
But
real,
none of
huh?
that, but like
Yeah.
like honestly, like when you think about like don't buy day one, if you go to Amazon like 4 weeks after the game releases, now I'm not saying like 6 months, 8 months. I'm talking about like 4 weeks after the game releases. On a physical copy, you can save $25 to $30.
The only anomaly
It's
was Persona
crazy.
5. Persona 5 was the only anomaly because that didn't even decrease in price. It
Yeah,
went
because
up
that
something.
game was also it was limited run before printing out more of
Yeah.
it. But like I was finding Doom for $40 on physical.
There's a lot
on
of
Amazon.
collector's editions that drop in price like crazy. So
Yeah,
I guess you got to be mindful. I guess you got to pay attention to which ones are gonna stay on shelves and which ones are not gonna stay on shelves. So
Yeah.
it's like some limited edition games you don't have to run out and go buy. Like, oh shit, like this is gonna sell out. I'm not gonna get my hands on it. Maybe some will be like that, but I've come across a lot of
I
limited
think some
editions
really,
that
like,
drop
some
crazy in
niche
price.
Japanese games will do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
yeah.
regular game, no. Like you're not gonna have to worry.
Yeah.
And I think too, like when you're looking at something like that,
Shit, I still see the last
the thing is gaming
the last
is a
Guardian
super
limited
expensive
edition.
hobby.
Yeah.
Gaming is a very expensive hobby. I don't know about anybody else, but like I'm buying a house. And the last thing I need
Okay.
to be doing is buying games day one because I'm buying a fucking house.
Yeah. Alex is definitely on that budget. He ain't like a gold chain gamer like some of us over here. You know what I mean? Which is good. Which is good.
Like
It's
the
not a
guy
bad thing.
with
That's a
the
good
4K
thing.
TV, book, the PS4 Pro, the Switch.
Got the MacBook over there.
Ah,
got a
stop,
fucking
yo,
stand for
stop
his mic,
creeping,
he's
bro.
got a-
Stop
he's got all
creeping,
his
dog.
stuff,
Stop
custom
creeping, bro.
switch and
Look at
all
that chair.
tempered
Yeah, stop
glass.
creeping,
Sweet chair
bro.
that he's got.
Alright, yo, we gonna wrap it up.
Speakers in the bottom. Oh, now he's trying to cut. Now he's trying to cut.
Yeah, we just gave y'all a podcast today, man. I didn't even mean to give y'all a pod. Yeah, we just gave y'all a podcast today, man.
Wow, 4K HDR.
Yo, chill, bro. I work hard, bro. That's all I gotta say. I work hard.
Look at him bum ass. But look, he got all
I
that
work
nice
hard.
looking bum ass headphones. Look at these headphones he's got on. Not even
Exactly,
a nice
exactly. You know,
He's
bum.
spending the fresh start check. He ain't spending his
Yo,
work check.
he got them headphones.
Bro,
from when
I
the
work
boys
hard,
was
bro.
in the
Did you
Philippines.
get those headphones at Walmart?
No, these are actually Bose headphones. Yeah,
That's
these
crazy.
are actually
really?
Bose
Candies?
headphones.
Those
but
look
it-
uncomfortable as fuck.
Yeah, they really hurt my
those
ears.
things
Yeah.
are tiny,
Hey,
man.
Yeah, they hurt my
hey,
ears.
you know
bro.
when you're calling, you know when you call your cable provider, you know, like they call from the Philippines. Those are the headsets that they're wearing.
Oh man.
He's just missing. He's just missing. He's missing the mic.
Anyways, yo, let's wrap it up. I want to play some games before I go to bed, man. I got work early in the morning, so I want to play some games before I go to bed. So, yo, shout out to everybody who came through, watch this episode, Press Start and Chill. We actually got some guests today. Shout out to Alex. Shout out to One Night. Shout out to Red Hood. Shout out to Almighty for pulling up.
Oh man.
Hold on, look at Bias Gamer 7. Get some Sennheisers. That's what I wear.
Yeah, I
Some
need
Sennheisers,
I'm
boy.
saving up. I'm
That's
saving
what
up
you
for.
need. Sennheisers.
Yeah,
baby.
I'm saving up for a good pair of headphones.
Jamie
so
said
yeah.
they're Bose headphones from the 90s.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
I'm jumping
they
Mario
are
Kart.
old Bose
He's from
headphones.
America.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll probably play a little bit of Mario Kart because we'll play Resident Evil tomorrow or something.
Yeah.
But I have to get ready. My girl coming back, so.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Kofi, you gotta get rid of that shirt, man. Fear 3 was trash.
You know,
Yeah,
it's a house, man. I'm not repping the
all
game.
about
It's just a house.
Basically-
They should pay me, yo.
Hey,
They should cut me a check, yo,
Hey,
for wearing this.
That's
This is
just
free
like BG's
advertisement.
Riggs t-shirt. That's like BG's Riggs t-shirt.
Damn well you don't know you don't play no rigs. Anyways, guys, yo, we out. Really do appreciate it. Shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to my mom. Shout out to all the people who hit the like button. I really appreciate it. Every single one of y'all. Alright? We out, and Press Start Podcast tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. It's gonna be a good show. It's always a good show. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this Press Start and Chill, man. Take it easy, guys. We out.